Good afternoon, this is the news at 12:30. I'm Shannon Day.
And I'm Chloe Frid. This is today's top story. Kirklees Council have made a profit of almost £2 million in the last financial year from car parking. The figures are calculated by taking income from parking charges and penalty notices, then deducting running costs. The increase in profits is put down to an increase in parking income rather than a reduction in running costs, which were in line with the previous year. Kirklees' profit is down on last year when there was a surplus of £2 million, but it is up on 2012 to 13 figures that were £1.4 million. We've been speaking to Huddersfield residents about the profits made.
I think it's absolutely scandalous. They were encouraging people to come into town to do the shopping and all that, and there's nowhere to park.
There's been a bit of a bone of contention. I mean, I go all over the country really, and some places charge a lot for parking and others don't charge so much. It seems reasonable here from other places.
They're just greedy, love, very greedy, and it should be free at this time of year. Never mind after 4 o'clock. It's after 4 o'clock now and it's free. It should be free now.
Childhood obesity rates are at record high levels in Kirklees. Kirklees Council released the figures today and they showed an increase to over 1 in 10 children under the age of 5 are now considered obese. It comes following a dramatic change in discount stores, making it easier to buy sweets and fizzy drinks. Fast food outlets are as prominent as ever following the Prackhorse Centre expansion. Many experts blame this increase on the cheap prices and mass advertising of some fast food chains. Oliver Schaefer was on Huddersfield High Street earlier this morning.
Huddersfield High Street, where Kirklees Council released the news today that childhood obesity in the area is up to its highest since records began. That's up to 10.5%. There was a new Burger King that opened in the town just last week, and it's becoming easier than ever for young people and their parents to buy unhealthy snacks and drinks. Questions still have to be asked, though, of the parents, many people are saying, who are providing their children with these goods.
Kirklees Council set to reveal plans which could lead to the privatisation of council disabled people services. The council hopes to combine its disability services for children, young people and adults into one all-age disability service. The move will see the services transferred to community and private organisations as part of a 3-year plan to help the council make savings. Gateway to Care and Folly Hall are some of Huddersfield's disability services, and they are under increased pressure from council cuts.
There was a traffic collision in Huddersfield last night. Joe Dowson went to investigate.
I'm here on the corner of Fitzwilliam Street and Portland Street, where a crash occurred late last night. The crash, involving a Volkswagen Polo and a small Toyota car, ended up with the Volkswagen being wrapped around the lamppost you can see behind me. The lamppost was left at approximately a 45-degree angle, and a spokesperson from the police said that this type of collision is not that uncommon.
The crash is just the latest in a string of traffic-related incidents in Huddersfield and comes following research announced last month that shows the poorest people in Kirklees and Calderdale are nearly a third more likely to be in a car crash than the richest. Research has been carried out following claims at the Conservative Party conference in Manchester by Boris Johnson, the Mayor of London, saying that if you are poor, your kids are 40% more likely to die or be seriously injured in a road traffic accident.
The 5p charge for plastic bags is working. The bag use is down by almost 80%. Some reactions were pretty strong, but it turns out the initiative is working. After a lot of complaints and angry customers, it seems the bag charge was worthwhile. The charges were introduced in October with the aim of cutting down the number of plastic carrier bags used and decrease the negative impact they have on the environment. Big supermarket chains such as Sainsbury's have also seen a plummet in plastic bag use. Group Communications Director for Sainsbury's said, "We knew the government's bag charge would encourage our customers to use fewer plastic bags, and it's clearly had a huge impact."
The severe cuts to West Yorkshire Police budgets
After
seen an
spending
increase in the number of officers needing treatment for stress and other stress-related issues. The cuts have also seen an increase in referrals to the police treatment centres in Harrogate and Perthshire, up by 8%. The Police Treatment Centres is a registered charity primarily supported by voluntary donations from serving officers who can volunteer to give £1.30 per week from their salaries. The number of officers in Kirklees has dropped by 90 in just 5 years. West Yorkshire's Police and Crime Commissioner Mark Burns-Williamson says people are our greatest resource and ensuring they remain both mentally and physically well is crucial.
With Christmas just around the corner, why not celebrate and get in the festive spirit with a brass band and orchestral music? The Huddersfield University Brass Band is offering a free programme of Christmas music at Huddersfield Town Hall from 1 p.m. today, including lunch, which was served in the old courtroom from 11:30 a.m. The annual appearance of the brass band is a Christmas highlight for many Kirklees concertgoers, performing under their conductor Philip McCann in a new programme for Christmas, including carols for all to sing. Last year, the brass band took place at University Brass Band Championships of Great Britain again. The band have been perfecting the final touches before the big performance this afternoon. All are welcome, and it will definitely be an afternoon to remember.
On Thursday, Human Rights Day will be celebrated across the world. The United Nations adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on the 10th of December 1948. When introduced, the celebration of the day represented the UN's first major achievements. Also, it is traditionally on this day that the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded. The United Nations Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon said, "On Human Rights Day, let us recommit to guaranteeing the fundamental freedoms and protecting the human rights of all."
At the University of Huddersfield, a snowman has been made almost entirely out of books. It is 6 foot tall and almost 3 foot in diameter, and it has been placed in the university library where student staff spent 10 hours building him this week. The snowman is the first of its kind by the team, who last year pieced together a giant Christmas tree using law books. Students have until the end of this week to choose a name for the snowman, with a choice from Reed, Bucky, Mac and Dewey.
We decided to build it to give some students some motivation, because at this time around Christmas time a lot of people get assignments due in and a lot of people get a bit disheartened, and so we just thought we'd do something fun for the students to keep them motivated, and it gives us a little bit of fun to do at work as well. So last year we built a Christmas tree, and we built it out of law books that hardly get used because law students tend to do all their work online now. So we had a bunch of red and green books upstairs in the law library that we brought down, and we built a big Christmas tree about 6 foot high, and it was like a cone shape. So it went viral. It was in the Huddersfield Examiner last year and everyone seemed to kind of enjoy it. So we jumped on the bandwagon again. We had to up our game and everyone got involved, and this time we decided to build a snowman.
Huddersfield Town won their first game under new boss David Wagner. They managed a 2-0 win away at high-flying Birmingham City. Joe Lolly put Huddersfield 1-0 up within a minute when Sean Scannell pulled it back for him to slot it into the net. Late in the second half, Naki Wells made sure of the win with another assist from Scannell. It was Huddersfield's first win in 7 games. Elsewhere in sport, Huddersfield Giants are gearing up for the pre-season under their new fitness chief. John Noonan has brought a new approach to the fitness work ahead of pre-season. Paul Anderson, Huddersfield's head coach, believes that the players have embraced the new regime.
And now for the weather. Huddersfield also felt a large amount of rainfall. Looking forward, today should be cloudy with outbreaks of rain. Later on, there may be sunny intervals with a high of 12 degrees centigrade. It is expected to be largely overcast for the rest of the week. Well, I really hope it doesn't snow this year anyway.
Yeah, I know I had to cover for you last year.
I did, I got snowed in. You were set for a meal, weren't you, and you didn't end up having to go?
Nope.
So that's all from us this afternoon. Join us this evening for more of today's news.
In the meantime, you can stay up to date on our website, mhm.hud.ac.uk/broadcast. We'll see you at 4:30. Goodbye for now.
And thank you, I hope you enjoyed.